Where are we going? We're going to Scot Forge! Yes! 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 Hello everyone, we're here at Scot Forge with Dan Lawson and we're in the fork truck repair area. So tell me a little bit about what Scot Forge does.
Scot Forge does forgings for lots of different industries, from mining all the way up to aerospace.
What role do you play here at Scot Forge?
My role here is a diesel heavy equipment technician in fork truck repair. Some of the things we do, general maintenance, oil changes, all the way to we'll rebuild a complete engine, to rebuilding a whole truck, tearing it all the way down to its basic parts, inspecting the parts, and then reassembling it.
How did you learn how to do all of that?
I learned to do that by going to tech school for diesel heavy equipment and then on-the-job training here at Scot Forge.
So you said we're in a fork truck repair shop, but I'm pretty sure this isn't a fork truck.
You'd be right. This is what we call a manipulator. This machine's job is to manipulate the steel inside the press, and it's obviously quite different from a fork truck. We work on stuff like this, and then we even work on the semis for Scot Forge.
So what drew you to Scot Forge versus any other company?
What drew me to Scot Forge was I was in between years of tech school, needed a summer job, and got an internship here. And after working here for a summer, really liked doing the things that I was doing and saw a lot of opportunity for me to grow. So I kept working really hard and landed a full-time job here and really have enjoyed it since.
What did you like about it?
I like the differences from day to day. There's a lot of days you don't do the same thing. We design some of our own attachments to go on the trucks, and it's really cool to be part of that process.
So if a high schooler was interested in a career like this, what should they do next?
A few things they can do. Take your shop classes in school. Those will help out a lot in getting basic mechanical inclinations. Then you could talk to HR, possibly get an internship, and maybe even get set up for some tech school classes after high school.
How does it feel like to work on machinery from being this big to smaller things?
I would say they have their different challenges. From something this big, you'd have to realize that everything is very large. There's probably not many parts on this machine here where you're not going to need a crane or a truck to help you lift it. Where a smaller fork truck, for instance, is more, everything is tucked in a tight space and you can't necessarily get your hand into everywhere to get everything out.
So if people are interested in maintenance, is this the only opportunity they have here?
At Scot Forge, we have 3 maintenance departments. We have fork truck repair, machine repair, and maintenance.
And what's the difference between the 3?
Fork truck repair, we work on fork trucks and basically anything that has wheels and moves. Machine repair works on machines and saws. And maintenance covers basically all the assets that are left, from building maintenance to working on the presses.
Thank you for talking with us.
No problem.
And let's go check out machine repair with Adam. I'm here with Adam Ansel, a machine repair technician. Adam, what do you do?
So a typical day for me, we'll start the day about 5 a.m. and when we come in, what we'll do is look if there's any work orders that have been created in between shifts for any machines that are down or any concerns that they have with any of the equipment. We'll check that first and address any issues with any down machines. From there, if we don't really have anything that's down, we have an ongoing work order list that we work off of every day. We'll check with machine shop or saw shop to see what assets are available that day that we can get and get to the repairs that we need to. If we currently can't get any machines there, we have PMs that kick every week. And what the PM scheduling is it's hourly based off of how long the machine ran the previous week. And we'll address everything as far as checking oil levels, to air filters, to backlash on machines. On the saws, they have guides that are in the guide arms for the blades, and we'll just check and make sure those are in great condition. What that is preventative maintenance, so we will have less downtime with the assets and keep them running and know that everything that they're doing product-wise is being put out at the best that it can. The machines are running in great shape.
What kind of other skills should someone have here at this department?
So to get in this department, the biggest keys, I feel, great attendance, work ethic, open-mindedness, blueprint reading, mechanical print reading, obviously your electrical print, anything with hands-on tools and mechanical capabilities. Biggest thing for our department is the willingness to learn. If you're willing to learn, everybody in the department is one team. There's not one person that is excelling above anybody else and holds the department up. We can only be as good as the team that we have. So we're very good at making sure everybody's trained up and has the opportunity to advance as far as they want to be in the department.
So how long have you been working here, and what led you into this department?
I've been here currently 7.5 years. What kind of led me into this department is I had a mechanical background, and what I really liked about it is the CNC and PLC based, and there's a lot more electrical involvement as far as diagnosing and repairs.
And I'm sorry, you mentioned CLC base, right?
It's the CNC and
CNC?
the PLC.
Can you explain what those two are?
Yep. So the CNC is going to be basically the computer operating system for our lathes. Some of our saws are also CNC. So that easiest way to explain it is that would be the computer system that runs the machine. And what the PLC is kind of the brain of the computer, which you would program inputs and outputs to allow the machine to run to its capabilities. So you'll have anything from programming the PLC, which is the brain, to diagnosing the CNC to figure out why something might not be operating kind of the way it should. So a lot of electrical involvement and troubleshooting skills are needed for that job.
If a high school was interested in working in a job like this, what would you recommend them to do?
Some things that I would kind of recommend them to do would be any type of either like a computer animated design or SolidWorks, as well as any blueprint reading, mechanical reading. Definitely a lot of the hands-on mechanical classes at high school level, as well as anything they can do at a technical level as far as technical college. Mechanical background and the hands-on is a big one. Realistically, if they're willing to learn, we have a great group of guys here that are willing to teach as well. We currently have a couple high school students within our department. They like the fact that when they come here, it's something kind of different every day. One day you could be welding, one day you could be doing electrical diagnosis, one day you could be doing mechanical builds. And every day is something new, and you get a vast majority of skills out of it that will last a lifetime. And really, it's interesting because it challenges you, but if you have the aptitude and the mechanical background, it's a fun job. You work a lot of hours, but it's a lot of fun.
I know you got a lot of work to get back to, so thank you for taking the time to talk with us.
I appreciate it. I appreciate the interest today.
And now we're going to go head over and talk with Caden. All right, I'm here with Caden, and he works in maintenance. Caden, can you tell me a little bit about what you do?
Yeah, so maintenance is in charge of all kinds of things, anything from just changing the light bulb and fixing the outlet to building the grip arms that you see behind you, or working on the presses and basically all of the equipment.
So how'd you get started here?
So originally my senior year of high school, I went to Gateway for Start College Now, and they sent me through electrical mechanical maintenance. That's where some people came for a job fair, and that's how I found this place. And they kind of took me in like a family and started teaching me stuff, and then I eventually got hired into their apprenticeship program. So now I'm going to school.
And how'd you go into this department versus all the others?
I chose this department because I like problem solving, working with my hands. You know, every day you come in here, you have no idea what's going to happen. You have a list of what you want to work on. Probably not going to work on that because you get called to go fix something else. So if you like change up and different things, you're going to like it here.
What kind of skills do you need to work in this department?
Definitely need to do a lot of welding, working with your hands, so mechanics, wrench turning, some basic machining classes like manual lathes and mills, and just basic problem solving stuff. You know, kind of be a little bit of a gearhead, just working with your hands, getting greasy.
And if a high school was interested to work in a department like this, what should they do? What steps should they take, and what kind of classes should they take?
I would definitely recommend working with their tech ed department to get into like an autos class, maybe do some engineering classes to learn some CAD design and kind of start figuring out how those kind of things work. Definitely welding is a very important thing to learn.
So, how did you first start off working here at Scot Forge? Were you an intern?
Yeah, I was a high school intern for a year before I started my apprenticeship program. It was really cool though, because like the first day, you know, obviously is nervous, never been in a manufacturing environment before, and got to be hands-on with knee-deep with some of the guys, turning wrenches, getting dirty, which is stuff I all love. And I thought that was really neat that right away I got to be involved in projects.
What was your first day like?
So my first day, got a little tour of the plant and all that stuff, and then got to work with 3 other guys, and we had to go work in heat treat. Got to start turning some big bolts for the water tank, and it was really cool because I never thought I was going to get so involved in the project, especially seeing I was only in high school. I thought I was kind of be more on the sidelines, but I was right there with the guys.
So, first time coming to a manufacturing environment, it's loud, it's intimidating. Did you feel like that you were helped a lot?
Oh, most definitely. You know, outside these 4 walls, this is just a forge, but inside it's a family. Everyone here has your back, and everyone will go out of their way to make sure you succeed and to help you on your way.
What advice would you give to a high school student who's looking into a career at Scot Forge?
Definitely have to be hardworking. You know, what I learned here is the only person holding you back from succeeding is yourself. You know, when I first came here and started the internship, I was kind of looking for end of senior year summer job, trying to get my feet wet in manufacturing, see if I even liked it. And now it's my career. Was not expecting that. Completely 180 my life path. So I wish I would have known how cool it was beforehand.
That's awesome. So, how long have you been working here?
My internship lasted a year, and now it's been 4 months with my apprenticeship. It's going pretty well. They're really nice because at the end of my senior year, I still wanted to go to UW Whitewater, so they were able to keep me as an intern so that I could be more flexible for school. But once I finished that, now they offered me the apprenticeship program, so they're sending me to Blackhawk.
How long is your apprenticeship program?
Apprenticeship program is about 4 years, so they're paying for all my schooling, and I get time to go to school. I get paid while I'm in school, and then I'm getting trained here every single day.
So, you were in high school, you did your internship, now you're working on your apprenticeship. What's the next step for you?
Opportunities are endless. You know, something about here that is different from any other manufacturing company is that they hire people from within to move up. So some of the people that are at the top of the company started right here in my position as a high school intern in this department, which is cool because they make decisions and they've been there with you.
Is there any last advice you want to give to high school students?
Yeah, just have a good work ethic and come give it a try. Like I said earlier, I wasn't planning on this being my career. Fell in love with it, and all the skills you get to learn go with you for life, anywhere from working on your own house to working on stuff here.
Thank you, Kaden, for taking your time today to talk with us.
No, thank you. Appreciate it.
And thank you all for watching. If you have any more questions, you can go ahead and contact Scot Forge.